Well, Uno Triple Play is the new one from Mattel. Are you okay, Lucy?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Sorry about that. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner? Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Thoughts from the Corner with my good friends Lucy.
Hey.
And Adam. Yep. And we're talking about the new Uno Triple Play from Mattel. The new hotness. This is for 2 to 6 players, ages 7+, and it takes the Uno that you know is like, throws it to the side, and adds 2 additional discard piles in this fancy contraption right here, which essentially tells you where you're going to be able to discard a card on your turn. But as you discard cards, you can see these colors in the middle start to change, and eventually what will happen is they'll go from green to yellow to red, and then at some point, boom, you're going to have to potentially draw cards. It overloads, it explodes, you restart it, and it goes back to green. There are also some other new additions, some rules, some quirks, some different things. You can check a video here if you want to see how to play it. I'll get that up eventually. But this is the review on it. Who wants to start? Lucy, start, because she's not going to be nice.
I'm probably not going to be nice.
But who cares? It's Uno.
I mean, it's Uno. There's no draw twos, which is like the only good part about Uno.
That was an interesting choice. Yes, they got rid of the draw 2, and they added a new card called the discard 2, which actually speeds up the game. So essentially you place that, and you can only play it as a color, so it might be a green one, but then you can play another green card on top of it. So it lets you get rid of cards quicker. But do you like Uno in general? I think that's fair to start with.
I mean, Uno's a nice game, but like it's more, especially if we have like the physical version, because there's so many online versions of it now. You can get it on the Switch now. You can go on the computer and play it now. It's one of those things.
You're playing Uno on the Switch when there are so many other free games. Like,
there's not on the Switch.
Why even have the Switch?
You like Uno, and you play Uno on the computer, right?
Yeah.
So you just don't like this version of Uno
There's
that much.
no reason, because I can quit anytime I want to.
Oh. Alright, so you are not a fan of this as a game night style game, or as a game you would want.
No, I mean, I understand this is more for a family game. If you have like a nice little family, like it's really like kids would love this. Like, it's lights, electronics, and everything. You can like press on stuff. Like the actual things are nice. I kind of really do miss this draw twos.
Okay,
that's about it.
I would prefer playing the regular Uno.
Oh, wow.
Because I like the one stack, because then you're like, oh man, it's gonna get around to me. This one, it was like at the end, it was like, well, I hope that the computer randomly chooses that he can't go to the one that he wants to go to.
And it's a lot of effort just to hit that, and then like having to play over here maybe, and then
it kind of removes any. To me, it removed most of the strategy of Uno.
What little strategy there is.
Yeah,
I thought it kind of added strategy because you might have 2 or 3 choices to make, but there's
right, but you don't know what those choices are going to be.
Yeah, if they were all active at the same time.
Also, the fact that you have 2 or possibly 3 different things to play on, it's like, oh, well, then it's going to be really easy. But if it's down to 1, you're like, wow, I just got hosed. Well, especially if you're behind, because it has no idea whether you're winning or losing. It can't adjust the game to.
And the thing, like, I'm also thinking about, like, if there was 3 and there's no limit, you can, like, try to strategize, like, oh, you have this person doesn't have yellow, you can try to make all the stacks yellow with your teammates. You don't have to have, like, randomly hope that something happens.
So there is more strategy.
With your
team. If there wasn't any randomness.
You play teams on Uno?
No. But I mean, like, if
I was going to say, the game is Uno, like, 1.
Yeah.
So you're trying to defend it, and it's not working.
Well, yeah, and I'm trying to do
Uno
my best.
Duo now.
So both of you would rather play regular Uno.
I would much rather play regular
I hate both of you. I could flip this table, but it weighs way too much.
Also, hey, this uses batteries. Does it use double A's?
It uses double A's.
All right, so you're gonna have to buy a bunch of double A's. This is gonna
just to play
die.
Uno.
Now, that being said, I have played this, I believe, 3 games. Not sure how long the battery life is. One thing I do want to shout out about it, though, which I think is kind of ingenious.
Nice.
They got these little compartments right down here where you can store the cards, so that's a kudos. Because
not flip proof.
That is cool, except that a deck of Uno cards takes up less space, and there is a box that comes with it.
That's honestly true.
It is all true. But I will say,
I can't carry that in my purse. I can take normal Uno in my purse if I want to go out and play in a convention.
How big is your purse? Let's see it.
I mean,
is that the...
No, I want to say, you could put that in that purse. You can definitely fit that in that purse. I mean, if you didn't have other junk
I imagine you rolling around with that in there. Okay. Well, I'm going to say that I did enjoy the game, and I like it better than regular Uno because I like the sounds. I like the
blinking lights.
I like the new cards. I like how there's like a card that lets you clear a spot when you hold it down. And it makes a cool sound. It changes colors. And here's the other thing. We played this as a game night. I played this with my 2 kids, so I come at it from a very different perspective. Yeah. I do see your argument about how regular Uno is potentially better, but this is bells and whistles and it costs more. And I like bells and whistles and things that are expensive. But yeah, I see the point. Here's the deal. I think if your family really likes Uno, I think they will like this better. I do. Here, I'll ask you this question because you have 2 kids. Do you think your kids would rather play regular Uno or this Uno? Answer it honest, you son. You know the answer.
I honestly have no idea.
Look, this one's gonna explode! Oh, draw 4 cards! Haha, laugh at him.
If only I had a draw 2 that you could stack on.
I don't know, but there's that thing in regular Uno where somebody throws down a draw 2 and then you're like, oh, draw 2 again!
That's actually a house rule, not the legal way to play Uno.
It's the fun way to play Uno.
It's the best way to play Uno.
This is the fun way to play Uno. I'm defending it, but I honestly don't think it's great. When you mention it, this is like $22. You can get a...
$22? That's a...
Oh, man, you can go to a garage sale and get it for like 50 cents. Like a tin full of Uno cards.
But I'm remembering all the other Unos I played with. There's Uno Attack.
Uno
Attack actually spit cards at you, so that was worth it.
That's true.
And there was also a draw 2 and a draw 4 there.
All right, so let's put a number on it. Obviously, this is the first game, and I do want to tell you that there's 2 other game modes that we didn't get to, one of which just makes it so that the green, yellow, red, you can't see the colors, so you kind of have to remember. So that adds a little bit of strategy, memory aspect. And the second one...
Oh, yeah, but it's a random amount that you're hitting it.
And also, it's randomly when it
if
actually
there's no colors,
activates.
Is it on the third one that it explodes? Well, because this one, sometimes yellow stays yellow when you hit it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it goes green.
I don't know these things. I didn't design it.
The thing is, like, even if it goes all
Okay. We haven't played the other game modes. And possibly, they're like the best version of Uno. Destroys all other Unos.
Well, I do want to say the other one.
Play the crap Uno that we used to play because this amazing thing has changed the universe.
I will put it like this.
Which you can buy love letter for.
If you have kids, do you think your kids would like this version of Uno, Adam?
I honestly have no idea.
Yes, they would. Of course they would. It lights up. Look, it lights up its colors.
Here's what I think. They're going to end up just pressing it because they like to hear the sounds.
Or Gloomhaven.
Well, what the hell? My kids would obviously rather play Gloomhaven, but we're not comparing Uno to Gloomhaven. That's not even fair.
Okay, then let's...
Well, they both are available at Target, probably, so I guess that is kind of fair.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I do not think that this is as good a game as Gloomhaven, which is currently the #1 game on all of Board Game Geek.
Also much more expensive than this game.
It is much more expensive.
No, even Jaws of the Lion is just like, if you're only going to spend like $20 on Uno,
sale,
so it's like $20, you can get some coupons.
But you can play this with a 4-year-old. You're going to play Gloomhaven with a 4-year-old? Plus it rattles. I just got this and it rattles. That scares me a little bit.
Well,
you tossed it.
Throw it on
it was actually doing that before. I didn't throw it on the ground. I just flipped the box in the air. Okay. Let's put a number on it. I want to hear your number. And then I also want to hear your number that you would give to Uno, because that's fair.
Right.
So, rate it, and then Uno after your first play, obviously.
All right. I would give regular Uno probably 5.5.
So, mediocre.
Yep. I would give this a 3.7.
A 3? A 3 point... That's bad.
Yeah.
My heart. All right.
I didn't enjoy it. Also, card quality is not great.
The card quality is not great.
So I would also give probably Uno 5.5.
Okay.
It does its job. I can always bring it out with my other friends, and it's a fun game. We have fun. Then we get mad, but never too mad, like Monopoly. This one, it's a... If you thought 3 was harsh, like I was already considering it a 2, if not lower.
Damn!
Wow.
Okay.
It's just a lot of extra stuff.
So you're saying 2?
1.5.
Oh my god!
Wow! One of the worst games ever.
No,
really?
That's true. It is an actual game.
Yeah, it's not broken.
I mean, it's playable.
The rules look cool, like a newspaper.
This is the thing with you, Forrest. Like I've played so many games that are not games.
So, Either towards more like a 3 or a 4, maybe.
You're up to a 7.
7 is good. I would say 7's good.
No, 7's like it does something that I like.
So where are you at? It's pretty bad.
2.
2. Holy. All right. So original. Did you do original? What's your original Uno? Oh, you said 5.5.
5.5.
So I put original Uno at a 7. I think it is a good children's game, and that's why I give it such a good rating, because it is a children's game. You can play it. Kids don't need any instructions. They know the symbology. This one, they will eventually understand the symbology. I'm going to give this one, I like it better. And I think the kids in my classroom, I think if I would have brought this into my classroom, they would have went ape poop for it. They would have been playing this all day. I would have heard this.
Played that or the mind.
This plays way more players. And this one, it requires less thinking, requires less coordination. I'm going to give this one a 7.5. I think this is a good game. I think if your kids like Uno and you want to get them a Christmas present, my kids had fun with it. So
Uno Attack exists.
Well, I have never played Uno Attack.
It's so fun.
But Uno, whatever the name of this one is, because I slapped the box away.
Triple play.
7.5, 3.5, and 2. But let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite version of Uno? And as always, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers, celebrating my 9th anniversary of making YouTube content. And thanks for your time, YouTube.
No question.
I asked them what their best version of Uno was.
Aren't you
You
gonna
didn't
answer
ask us?
it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have things.
I'm just so pissed off at you people for bad-mouthing my
I was like,
yeah,
oh,
what version of Uno
is
do
he
you
really
like?
prepping this shirt ripping? Shirt ripping
Yeah.
good. Sure, for
Is it
this game.
Is it shirt ripping good?
Absolutely not.
All right, well, I'll just put it back on.
Sew it back up.
All right, well,
I
what's
wanna
your
see you have that shirt on next
what's your
time.
favorite Uno
This
game?
is all going in.
Get out of my house.
Just original Uno.
You were so basic.
Vanilla Uno.
Uno Attack, and then also there's an online version of Uno where you can flip cards over, and then the other side has like a +5.
Uno Flippo. Flip.
Uno
Yeah.
Flip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, I've seen that one before.
It's super fun.
Yes, I'm actually going with Uno Flip. I actually like Uno Flip. And yes, I would recommend Uno Flip over this one. But damn it, not regular Uno. This one's got, look, it's lighting up right now. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.